Yo, this is Top Flight, and we are back on our chinchilla journey.
Chinchilla.
That last joint we listened to was crazy. I already added to the list. You made the list.
She's dope. Did you say
Yeah.
she's going to be out in LA performing too?
Someone must have said that. I didn't say that, but did someone say that?
I thought
Did
someone
you
did.
see a
Maybe I
comment or
dreamed it.
something?
I, I, I don't remember, to be honest. I thought you said it, but maybe I dreamt it.
You
Maybe
dreaming about chinchilla now?
it's dope, bro. She's one of the greats. Like, if she gets her shot, like, it sucks that you have to be plugged into the big machine for the world to see you. But if she gets that, she would go.
Yeah, I think I sent you some. I don't know if I sent it to you when they talk about. I sent you. I think I only sent you to Richie Rich talking about Tupac, but then when Richie Rich was talking about Leo Cohen was just like, if you're not plugged into the machine, nothing happens. And then he basically was like, he said he signed his deal, and then he said 2 days later he looked at when that show called The Box used to come on, and he said they were like number one song Richie Rich, and he was like, he called Leo and was like, yo, my song is number one on what's it called, and he was like, I know because I paid for the spot. I was like, that's horrible, bro.
I
But
was glad I got Richie Rich in my life when I was young for a few songs though, because he had a couple good ones.
he did. But that's sad because then artists like this don't get the spotlight. But that's why we built what we built, because we're trying to give artists the spotlight. So shout out to everybody, and
Independent artists, DIY.
I'ma need you to bring me the moon and the stars, but I don't think you thought about how heavy they all are. Don't make promises and under-deliver. Stop. Think about it just a little. I mean, think about the moon. It's fucking huge. Can only hope you sort it out a storage room and a manual too. No maintenance for dummies. You're about to spend some money. Prove your love. I'm not asking much. Baby, prove your love. Put your money where your mouth is. If you wanna be my boo, I might need a king for two. But I put them out for you. My don't check out your shoes if you wanna be my boo. Just a couple things to do. Don't skip over, read them through. My don't check out your shoes if you. I'ma need you to find me a mountain and move it. You said anything I want, you can do it. Oh, good, baby, now it's time to prove it. No, seriously, come on, walk me through it. How you gonna lift it? Who you gonna hire? Have you even thought of whose permission you'd require? Those empty words won't cut it. You're about to spend some money. Prove your love. I'm not asking much. Baby, prove your love. Put your money where your mouth is. If you wanna be my boo, I might need a king for two. I put them out for you.
see, this should be what's like constant on TikTok. This is like so catchy that it's like I feel like all the girls would sing something like this, like terms and conditions. Like these are the terms and conditions, and like she starts off with, "You say you're gonna give me the stars and the moon," and then but she's like, "But do you know how heavy they are?" Which is a dope analogy of that. And then the whole time she's asking you, like, well, how are you going to move it? How are you going to carry it? But you're saying everything else, which is a dope, like, play on, like, how much you really have to do to get her. But then it's like, that's a dope analogy. Like, but you're not talking about how heavy it is. Like, you're not saying that you can carry it or she even said, like, who you're going to talk to get the permission to move it. Like, that's dope that she's going over all that like that.
She's just saying you bullshit and don't underdeliver. But here's one interesting thing that when we used to do shows at Castleman's back in the day,
Yeah.
15 years ago, I don't know, a long time ago, there was that thing she was shooting, that normally
The money.
shoots money.
Money gun. Mm-hmm.
Well, at some of our shows, Blair, the guy who invented the Spoonie pillow, he used to bring that up there and shoot the stuff off of the stage. And then he got a deal and went to Mayweather. Mayweather almost bought it from him. And then all of a sudden, Mayweather stole his idea and took it public. Now, this is, you know, from what I saw, it could be true. I'm just saying, I don't know, you know, but
It's funny to see that it's all around the world like that.
it's all around the world. And if he did invent, because he has invented a lot of weird things, but but to see he got his idea stolen, he was mad about that for years, and it was just interesting to see that because
She had the little money
not
shooter.
saying she stole it or not, it was already Mayweather took it, but you know what I mean, like
But
creatives all around us.
this is crazy. I like the analogy of this because
Oh yeah, the analogy of this is dope, and everyone's gonna
Yeah.
be mad I went off topic, but you know.
I'm talking literally, and while you're doing all this, don't freak me out in the process. And don't be for long, 'cause I might just run. I might just run. If you wanna be my boo, I might be the people too. Don't play with them, I'll blow you. Don't take off your shoes if you wanna be my boo. Just a couple things to do. Don't skip over, read them through. Don't take off your shoes.
her range is reckless because she's singing all those pieces that high. I think that her voice is also doing those sounds at the end that we're going
She's
like
doing
at that
probably all
high
the noise,
falsetto noise. Like, oh wow, man. This one showed the range recklessly because she sung that high the whole time. A lot of people can't sing that high for the majority of a track.
She's dope. All I would say is go subscribe to her, go show her love.
While
Bring
we're
her
in
to
it, that's BAP subscribed. I just subscribed.
That's the first
Just
person
subscribe.
you subscribe to.
Yeah, because you had already done Ren.
Well, we are on the way. Now we're getting all your music. I'm excited. Like, subscribe, comment. Us and them.